Yeah, yeah. Okay, wow. Yes. Okay, wow.
Guys
Okay.
and
Yeah,
gals,
yeah.
we have Young Wavelord, aka Wavy, aka
Okay, wow.
Zach, aka probably the
Okay,
coolest
wow. Yes, yeah. Okay,
glassed
wow.
guy that I've
Okay,
ever
wow. Yep.
freaking seen on
Okay,
Twitch, and
wow. Okay. Okay, wow.
that's not
Yes,
a
yeah.
trying to ass kiss. I'm being honest, being
Oh,
100% with that. Um, so really quick, for the people that don't know you, give me a quick bio about yourself.
all right, sure. Hey, yeah. I'm Zach or Wavy on Twitch. I am 25. I am a graphic design student. And yeah, I don't know. I stream lots of different games, I guess.
So, okay, so really quick, first question for you,
What's up?
is how in the hell did you come up with your name? Is it? I mean, I've seen your graphic art where it's like you on a wave. Now, are you a surfer? Or
No, it's okay. So like I made the name probably when I was like 17, the
Mhm.
YoungWaveLord name.
Okay,
And like all my friends like rap, and I always tried to like be a good rapper, and I just like never was. Like I can't like write like serious like lyricism like rap, and I tried when I was younger, and it just was never my thing.
okay,
So I just came up with like the memeiest like rap name I could.
I like it.
And yeah, and then I don't know. I just kind of like recently I just changed my name probably like 2 months ago to Wavy on Twitch because I don't know, like the meme was kind of dead for me, and like I'm not gonna be young forever. I'm 25 already, and I don't know, like because when you start working with like other like companies and stuff like that, and you're like, hey, I'm a young wave lord. I don't know. I just felt it didn't feel right for me to say.
Yeah,
So everyone was calling me Wavy anyway, just because of the name.
yeah,
So I just switched it to Wavy.
I like it. It makes me laugh because like I would say my first screen name or like was like Punk Skater Sal, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
not a
dude.
skater anymore.
Oh yeah.
I'm not anywhere near punk. I'm like, I probably should never ever have this name again, and so I just trashed that. And like, my name is all about Assassin's Creed. It's a big game that I usually play.
Okay, that's what it's.
So I probably pull from that. But yeah, I wanted to like ask when you started streaming. Well, actually, let's back it up before even streaming. What was the first game you remember playing when you were real young? Like I want to say Super Mario and Star Fox were my two favorites that I
Okay.
played from the start. What were you hitting up?
Well, my very first word ever was Sega. Believe it or not, my brother's.
What?
Yeah,
What?
gaming's been in my life for like ever. My
That
brother.
is awesome.
Yeah, he would play Sonic on
Okay.
the Genesis,
Hmm.
and every time he'd hit reset or restart the beginning, the Sega. That was my very first word ever. I mean, obviously I don't remember it, but my family all tells me, and like my grandma was there, and she's like, "Did that boy just say Sega?" But the first game, I don't know. I mean, Tony Hawk was like one of like the very first one. I remember my mom drove like 30 minutes in the pouring rain to go get me a copy. It's like the blue cartridge on N64
Nice.
and Mario 64. Definitely.
Okay.
It's like one of my favorite games of all time.
All right. I
Mm.
like it. I want to say the first thing was like Super Mario, and then I played a lot of SNES. That was my first system. I do remember that I had a N64. I rocked the N64 for a long time.
Mm.
Kids don't know these days about taking the cartridge out, blowing on it, and sticking it back in and praying that it works.
I got my 64 right next to me. I got
Oh
my Mario
yes,
64 right here.
yes, that's my
Yeah.
favorite. I had Conker's Bad Fur Day, the original Conker's
Yeah.
Bad Fur Day, right? And my mom, because she knew that it was an M-rated game, she saw it as M-rated, she threw it
Wow.
out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and that was when we were young. Like, it just disappeared one night. We're like, where did our game go? And she's like, I have no idea. I have no clue. And now I'm seeing games at the exchange at GameStop. Like, oh, it's $100. I'm like, Mom, thanks for throwing out my $100
Wow.
game.
I played that game recently, but not maybe like 2 years ago. Man, that game is so wild.
I
Like,
know.
especially for like its day, it's so crazy. That game is nutty.
Well, and did you ever play Conker's Reloaded? Where
I did.
Conker's
No.
Reloaded was on it wasn't N64, but it was, the 360, and it was basically
Oh,
like it was like a World War II game plus like Conker's Bad Fur Day all over again, and it was interesting, but it was just not as good as the first one. The first one was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So okay, this is. I noticed that you don't have your trash stash anymore.
Yeah.
What's up? So I was scrolling through your Twitter and rolling through your Twitter, and I'm like, trash stash. I'm like, I gotta ask him about this. So did you wrote a song about your stash?
Yeah, I mean, I'm unlike you. I don't have like great genes that can grow a nice beard. So all I can grow is like 9 mustache hairs. And so yeah, I don't know. I just made a big like joke and meme out of it, and then we made a stupid song about it and a dumb video in a mall. And yeah, I did it recently again. Like I grew it out for like my most recent like video because it's like my alter ego is like this Prince Hungry Ghost character, and I grew it out again and like. Man, I have to like even like dye it because it like looks so bad. So yeah, so that's like my alter ego, Prince Hungry Ghost.
See, I have the nice beard, but you got the nice top, like the top of your hair. I can't
Oh.
rock like the side. I try to rock the what is it, the side part and all that stuff. I can't do it. My hair does not like it. I have like naturally curly hair. It does not like.
Okay.
And then you know I kind of have the Jewish curls.
That's nice.
It's all right.
You just gotta train it a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta like stick with it. You gotta train it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were starting, how long have you been streaming?
About 2.5 years. I started in like March of like 2015.
Okay. When you started streaming, did you have a setup that you already set up, or was it like?
Dude, no, I had like no idea. So like, I didn't really even know what Twitch was at first. Do you remember the game Evolve where it was like 4 people versus like a monster?
Yeah.
So I had like recently gotten that game, and my friend was like, "Yo, how do you like it?" And I was like, "I don't know, it's all right." Like I was just like playing it by myself, and he's like, "Yo, stream it on Twitch so I could see you playing it." And I was like, "I don't know what that is." So I just like made an account on my Xbox, and I don't know. I just like instantly fell in love with like the experience of like, you know, talking to like him in the chat and stuff, and I don't know, it was really cool. So that's like right when I made my account, and then like I went on like my computer. All I had was like I'd actually just recently built a computer because it was like tax season. Yeah. And I had just built my first like gaming PC because I was mostly like console and stuff like that until then. And I had, you know, by stroke of a miracle, I found Twitch too. And then I was like, well, this is pretty wild. So I just kind of hopped right into it. Like the first caster I really watched because I was like really into Smash Brothers was like Retro Gaijin, if you know who that.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's like when he was like only playing like Smash and stuff. And I was like, man, this is so fucking tight. So I just went all in from there. You know, I bought a capture card like right away, but I don't know. I just the very first game besides Evolve like that I streamed on my PC was Counter-Strike, just because I've never even played Counter-Strike really until that time. I just thought it was like, I don't know, because like I said, I was new to PC gaming, which is like a game that I was checking out, and until I got a capture card and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I didn't do it like super consistently. I just did it like once or twice a week, and then like after I got a capture card and playing like a bunch of Smash, then like you start growing like if you stick to like one game, you grow like, you know, somewhat of an audience who like you know likes at least that game. Yeah. So then I pretty much played Smash like the first like, you know, I don't know, maybe like 5 months straight of streaming.
Yeah, and okay, so I would say my first game I played was Rocket League on streaming, and I was like, I started off, you know, with like a $5 microphone, headphones that I just kind of plugged into my computer, and I spent about $500 on my first computer. It was just like a pre-built computer. It was nice. It was nice for the time being. Up until just recently, I just finally like upgraded my computer. The only thing I don't have upgraded is like my green screen. That's about the only thing I don't have.
Doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it's literally $9 worth of fabric from Walmart.
Hey, I mean that'll do it though. A lot of people think you need like a, you know, $200 Elgato pop-up screen. You know, you don't need that.
No, I see people spending that money. I'm like, well, all right, well I mean, that's cool. But
I just painted my wall. You can't. Yeah,
I love that. If I had my own place, that's what I would be doing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But the big thing with me is like people get into gaming and they get into the streams and they're like, oh yeah, I really like this, I should stream too, and then it doesn't work out for them for like the first 4 months, and then they freak out and they're like, I don't understand. It's so easy for these other people. Did you have that like time where you're like, this is all right, I guess?
I don't know. Like, I only had like one monitor start. Like, I had a single monitor, and I was using my Nintendo gamepad to play Smash on and look at chat on my monitor and stuff. So like, I didn't like. I mean, I bought like a Yeti mic and stuff like that. It was like $100 or whatever. Yeah. But no, I wasn't like ever like super concerned on just like trying to like make it on Twitch. I was just like, this is tight. And like, I had recently moved, maybe like 30 minutes from like where all my friends were and stuff. So I wasn't hanging out as much. And I was only working like, I don't know, like 25 hours a week and then school part-time. So I was like, anytime I had time, I was going to play games anyway. So I figured I might as well just do it on Twitch. And like my whole thing behind Smash was like finding maybe people to play with and like playing viewers and stuff like that. Cause I noticed some other people doing that. Yeah. It's like, that seems tight. So it was just for me, just like finding dudes to, to fight on Twitch and stuff like that. So I never really had a time where I was like frustrated. I mean, cause to me, if I tune into a stream and the audio is like super, super bad, you can't watch that.
Right.
Like,
no, I know.
So, I mean, I got like a decent mic right away, but I never was like frustrated with like too much of like, I didn't spend a bunch of money right at first, and I was never frustrated with anything like that. No.
Yeah. Well, and with me, when I went to school, I was in school in Toledo. I went to school for theater, communication and arts. So like I specialized in sound design. So sound for me is like it's a whole nother ball game. Like if I have crappy audio and someone's like, "Oh, your audio's off," I'm like, "Oh, no, we're gonna stop stream completely, and we're gonna figure this out right now." Like I'm super anal about that kind of stuff, and it's like an obsession. I actually just went Audio Technica. They have a warehouse over like in Hudson Stowe area. And they had a sale going on yesterday and today, which was their warehouse sale, and it was like everything was like 80% off.
Wow.
It was ridiculous. Now, like if you ever get a chance, maybe next year, because they usually do it right around holiday season, check it out if you really need a new mic, or even just a mic to like travel with, because they had tons of stuff, or new headphones or whatever, But yeah, I mean, I love my headphones, so I rock the Audio Technicas all the time.
Okay, cool.
But I'm probably gonna upgrade mics. It all depends. But
what mic do you have now?
Actually, I have the blue Snowball.
Yeah.
I mean, the Snowball is not bad.
Especially for the price.
Yeah, and it's and I've had the Snowball I had since I started. So this is like a piece of equipment that I've had from the beginning, and it's like I don't want to get rid of it because I like it that much, and I know like that it's gonna work for me. It's not having any troubles. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I like the fact of building my almost like my brand. My biggest thing is like, I don't know, it just seems like people are they try to get into it for the wrong reasons. They try to get into it because they want to be big. And I don't want to be big. I don't care. Like, I'm already a big guy. I don't need to be big on Twitch. Yeah. I just like I'm just having fun, it's cool for me. And for sure. So I'm gonna jump to TwitchCon this year. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, did you go last year?
No, I've never gone. Actually, one of the very first people I saw that I recognized, and I'm like, holy shit, that's him, is you, because I was like we were walking into the
You should have said what's up, man.
Well, at that time I had no clue who you were. Like, I didn't want to say anything. My big thing is like, I don't want, before this whole thing started, like going to TwitchCon, I didn't know to expect. I didn't know if people were gonna be like glamorous, like I'm a streamer, like so I didn't know what to expect. The first thing I ever saw you do was literally help someone down the stairs with a walker, and I'm like, this dude's the nicest person ever. He's the nicest person ever. Like, I'm just and that was my first experience really seeing someone that I knew, that I'm like, oh shit, that's okay, cool. And then I'm like, oh, he's really nice. I'm like, well shit, all right,
That's cool, man. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you just have to help in that situation. But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely people who are at TwitchCons and stuff who are like that, like, who think they're all like, high horse and stuff like that.
They are the shit, the absolute shit.
I liked TwitchCon this year. The venue I would say was like kind of dookie. I hated the separate like theater from like the expo hall. I hated that.
Yeah.
And I hated the no internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I didn't understand that at all.
Yeah, whole platform is based on the internet, and
Yes.
yeah, so it was hard to like meet up with people and stuff like that. But no, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'm not obviously a big streamer or anything like that, but you know, a little bit gross since last year. So I went to last year's, and last year was cool, but you know, it's pretty like surreal having like people like come up, be like, yo, this is you, right? Like, can I have a picture? Or like, you know, shit like that. It's like, I don't know, it's really. It blows my mind. It's just like I'm just like a dude, man. Like, but I don't know. So it was a great experience. But as far as like the actual con, like the venue was a little,
yeah. No, I agree with that. I did have one of those experiences happen to me. Just like someone noticing me. I didn't know what to do. I freaked out.
That's weird, yeah.
Because they're like, "Is that Steer Blade?" And I'm like, "Did someone just say my name?" I was like, "No fucking way did this just happen." And
it's weird, man.
And it totally threw me off. Like I was in my element. I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome." And someone said my name. I'm like, "Who the hell just said that?" I'm like looking around.
Yeah.
And then they pointed me out, and I'm like, "What the heck?" But it's in that one time of it happening, it totally like blew my mind.
Yeah, it is. It's insane.
So out of all the games you've streamed, what game have you found like the most backing? Has it been Super Smash or has it been other games?
Well, it's all been like kind of like stepping stones. Like, I played a lot of Smash, and that got me like my start, like my like first, you know, X amount of viewers or whatever. And then you know I've always done like just like indie variety games, like whatever I've like been into at the time. And then Mario Maker came out.
Oh yes,
and,
I heard that. I remember that was big.
Yeah, I played a lot of Mario Maker. I got like super into that. And doing that in creative probably what's got me like to like that next stepping stone of like getting partnered.
Okay.
And then after I got partnered, I was like getting sick of Mario Maker. It's like same like terribly designed levels over and over again. I still like the game. There's still some like fun, you know, fun in it. But so after I got partnered, I was like, you know, because I was like pretty close to getting partnered, so I stuck with Mario Maker because it's where a lot of my community was like from. But then after that, I just like switched it up to like total variety, just like new games every couple days until I beat them, stuff like that. But then that got kind of, I don't know. So, I mean, I'm sure you know that there's a difference between a good game to play and a good game to watch.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So I was enjoying some, and then some I wasn't, and then I started to get like, you know, I started to think about the numbers and stuff like that, and then so I was like going down like a dark path of Twitch, basically.
Oh,
So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I didn't know. I started thinking about numbers too much and just like what game I was gonna play and if it would work and you know stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I turned off my view count and I just started playing whatever the fuck I wanted and whatever was fun to me because I would like I was going so variety that I was playing games that I like probably wouldn't have even liked. They were just like newer like indie games that like, and I was spending a shit ton of money on all these games just to play like just because I wanted to be so variety like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I just started not enjoying playing certain games, and then so now I don't know. I just kind of I stick with like whatever. Like before Mario Odyssey came out, I played a lot of Cuphead. I did like a lot of Cuphead speedruns. Before that, I don't know. I would just do like Mario 64 speedruns. So I don't know. I think I've just found it's easier to just play exactly what you want, and I turn my viewer count off and just you know fully enjoying and having fun, and that's definitely the way to do it.
Yeah, for me. I play a lot of Overwatch. Overwatch is my favorite game. Who
do you main?
I main Reinhardt.
My
boy Reinhardt. You know,
dude.
Mercy. I'm probably the most offensive Mercy I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
And people are like, no, you're not. There's no. I will take down people with my pistol just because I'm an asshole. Like when they're like, oh, here's Valkyrie mode, so you can get extra boost. I'm like, oh, good. So I'm gonna absolutely kill someone right now. Like get on my level, please. I'm the Mercy that stands on the point and goes, get your asses on the point, guys. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What do you do? You know? I like and the thing is, Overwatch is so oversaturated that it becomes hard to play and try to gain viewers.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But I still enjoy it. I still play it no matter what.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, my other game that I liked playing, I play a lot of Darkest Dungeon.
I've seen so many like of my favorite casters play that game, and I have never done it, but I've always wanted to get into it.
It's one of those, Darkest Dungeon is one of those games that if you play it, you get really invested with it. The characters become like your children, and if they die, you like freak out. Like I have two characters that if they died, I'd be just like, okay, I don't know what to do now, because they're my two main horses. The one game that I have to say that I played that I just was like, okay, I can't do this anymore was Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls.
I love Dark Souls. Yeah, I love those games.
The problem with Dark Souls for me is that it's so rage inducing that I've gone to the point of like almost breaking controllers. I'm like, I can't be this way. Just how the big thing is that I would say that was probably my biggest like trying to get people to watch, because I knew that Dark Souls had a good following and whatnot. What would you say has been the craziest thing you've done for viewership? Like, have you done some crazy dumb shit, or have you kept pretty straight and narrow?
I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like when I first started and stuff, I tried to be like, whoa, I'm super in your face and like wild and stuff like that. And then, I don't know. I kind of like, I feel like I've calmed down a little bit and kind of like grown into myself as a caster. Sorry, I got this terrible cough.
Oh, you're good, dude. You're good.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've done like 2 sellout streams, and it was both to go to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
And I've done some ridiculous stuff on there, like, having my friends slide me and my girlfriend slide me and dress up like a girl and like, some wild stuff. But no, I mean, I've been on front page recently, and I've been like doing like bars, like because I like just feel like random like freestyles on my stream a lot.
Yeah.
And I've been doing like, I feel like that's like something that either a lot of people like hate or love, because I get like a lot of like, there's a lot of people who stick around and really love it, and then there's like, the handful of like 12-year-old kids who tell me that I'm like the worst thing they've ever come across. So, so I do that like on front page. I'll do like bars between games of like Fortnite or between speedruns of Mario.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I guess, like my gimmick. But no, I don't do anything like super crazy to like try and get viewers or anything like that. I don't know. I don't really do like too many. I wouldn't even know how to make a super clickbait title, to be honest.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
I sit there 5 minutes before stream and I'm like, what do I title this? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm streaming. Come watch. Like that's, I don't know what else to say, because it's.
I'll just be like Oogie Boogie, and like that's like, well, that'll be my title for the day.
What? Okay, so what is Oogie Boogie?
Well, I don't know, dude. Like, I would just get excited and I'd be like, ooh, and then I'd throw in just like a Oogie Boogie, and then I don't know. So then I just like cut it down to just Oogie. So like when you do something fun in a video game or something, and you're just like, oh, and then just throw in the Oogie. You gotta throw in the last little bit of Oogie. That's where I came from.
I like it.
Thanks, dude.
So I don't have some sort of like I would say that's like almost your catchphrase. I don't have like a catchphrase.
Maybe, yeah.
I have like a thing I say, I don't really. It just for me it becomes one of those things like I'll sit there and I'll be playing and I'll forget I'm streaming. I won't even think about it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm streaming. I'm right. I have to talk to people. Like I'll be in the middle of like a match for Overwatch, and I will start talking to them, and then I'll die, and I'm like, see, you killed me, guys. See what you did? I try to do this for the chat, and you got and people they're like, well, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I would say throughout I've been streaming since 2015, I think.
Okay. And
throughout my time of streaming, I would say the best thing I've ever had happen was like I had a pretty good size like someone come in and host me and whatnot. What would you say is the standout moment in your streaming career so far?
Well, becoming a partner was I like cried when I got that email.
That's
okay, but yeah, but it was right. Literally, I checked my email right after the Cavs won the championship, and I was almost crying from that. And then I was like, "Let me just see." And then I got it, and I was like, "This is too much at once." So I definitely cried when I got my partner email, because that was pretty crazy. And being on front page recently has been awesome. It's been super cool. Next week is my last week of front page. It's been like 2 hours every Wednesday for 8 weeks, and next week is my last week of being on front page. And front page has been awesome. And of course, going to TwitchCon, just like meeting all of like the friends you make on the internet, and just like, you know, because you build bonds with people, and you know, your friends in the chat, and you make real lifelong friendships there, and then even not those people who just watch you occasionally, and they're like, "Yo, what's up? Like, I like your stream," and it's like, super cool just to hear people like positive reinforcement and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm all about positivity, breeding positivity. If you you know, like my I guess my whole thing is that if I can make someone smile in a day, like I've made my day. Like it's like that's my quota. Like one smile a day, I'm cool. Like you know, and sometimes I don't get it, and it frustrates me because I can't please everyone. But at the same time, like I would love to make someone just a happy person. Like, dude, just come watch me play video games, or like, hey, if you you know, feel like you are down, chat with me, talk shit to me. Like, if you are having a crap day, take it out on me, and hopefully after the end of it, I make you smile and you walk away a better person about it. You know?
That's definitely like the biggest thing in my channel is, and it's hard on front page because you get a lot of trolls on front page, but there's definitely like being a beacon of of positivity.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's like, and I don't know how you do. I'm glad you do it as an Overwatch player because a lot of the Overwatch scene is super toxic. But like,
I love it. It's my favorite.
See, dude, I
love that.
I hate it. I hate the toxicity. I can't do it. Like, it just drains me, dude. I can't get into it. So.
Well, I feed off of the toxicity of Overwatch people because they'll be like, we're losing. I'm like, okay, yeah, but you know, like, at least you are, you know, having fun playing video games and not like, you know, I don't know, in a shit country, in a third world country. Like, I you know, like I you know, like that's a weird example, but like I give, you know, like I say stuff like I try to be like, hey guys, at least, you know, it's not, you know, it's not Monday. It'd be like Friday. I'm like, it's not Monday. You guys don't have to worry about being on work the rest of the week or something. Like, and some people are like, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. And some people are like, I don't care. Whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I apologize because you're just in a crap mood today. But you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I like pushing people to get angry at me because sometimes they will focus on the game a little bit more. I've had people come to me like, you need to play this other character. I'm like, no, I don't have to play anything I don't want to play. They're like, but it's gonna help the team. I'm like, well, then you guys can play that game. I don't care.
Yeah,
play that game. You know. But yeah, it's been one of those things like Overwatch is definitely, I do agree with you, it's toxic as hell, but there's like there's other games that I'm trying to think right now that just are completely not like my scene. You know, like I can't play Call of Duty. I cannot. I will never. Yeah. I can't pick up a controller and be like, I'm gonna play Call of Duty now because I know for a fact that I'm just gonna be irritated with that game.
That's where you just, you know, just play whatever you want, like you said. Like,
yeah.
I don't think you should ever like sell yourself short on, you know, games you want to play just to like potentially grow. Like, you should definitely just, because the number one thing is if you're having fun on stream, then other people will have fun. And if you're not having fun playing a game, then don't play the game. It's as simple as that.
Well, and people notice, you know, if you aren't having fun, they're going to be like, this dude is absolutely miserable, you know, or this girl's absolutely miserable. Like, it's obvious, you know. What would you, the whole, like, check it, what games you don't want to play, and so what hurdles have you jumped over with streaming since the beginning? Any major ones you can remember?
I mean, yeah, definitely, like when you play a game like Mario Maker every day over and over and over again, and like you grow, you know, kind of a audience or community based on one game, and then you switch off of games, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll lose viewership and stuff like that, and you'll lose, you know, growth or whatever. But overcoming stuff like that, you know, it ultimately makes me or the person who's ever doing it happier because you're doing things you want to do, you know what I'm saying? And then you get the people who watch because you're either like super good at the game or just because they like the game, and then the people who watch for you. And I think that's what's key, is growing people who like you, because then, like, let's say you get off of a game and you switch to a different game and you lose all these viewership all these viewers or all these people who care. It's because they don't care about you. You have to make people care about you,
Yeah.
not the game you're playing,
Yeah,
especially in variety.
Yeah, I feel that. And I would say the people that do watch me play Overwatch, when I don't play Overwatch, they're like, "What are you playing now?" Like, and I have to get them interested in that other game, you know. And it's not hard, but it can be much more difficult. And you do definitely lose people if you're not consistent. And I'm not sometimes I'm not consistent with like my schedule. That's my big thing. My schedule is all over the place because of how work is for me. So sometimes, I can stream every day in the week, and then there's some, once we get towards like December, I don't have any time to stream. It's more of me making YouTube videos and stuff like that because it's the only thing I can do. Because it's on my own time. It's not, I'm not scheduling out saying, hey, Monday through Friday, 5 to midnight or whatever I'm playing.
Right.
We'll jump off of streaming a little bit. How's school been?
It's all right. I mean, semester's ending. It's pretty easy stuff. I was in school originally for nursing.
Okay.
And this is why I'm a 25-year-old student. I was in school for nursing, and I just like started to fucking hate it. Like I just could not get into it, and I was not enjoying my time as a nurse because I did all the prereqs or whatever, and I started getting into like the actual program, and I was like, I hate this. I hate it so much, and I dropped out of it, and I dropped out of school for a bit, and I took like a year off, and then I don't know. I do all my own graphic stuff anyway, so I just figured I'd go back to school for things that I actually like and things that I'm actually passionate about. So that's why I'm in graphic design now, and it's cool, man. It's like pretty easy stuff. Like, if you're already doing something for so long and you hop into school for it, it's like, you get it pretty okay. So, but it's all right.
And I was gonna ask, the whole heart, your like actual like logo, you designed that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, I designed I didn't make all of my own emotes, but I designed all of them, and then I made about half of them myself because I wasn't like super great at because making emotes is like an art in its own. Like, making something look good at 28 by 28 pixels is
impossible.
It's so hard, yeah. So I went to like when I was first getting partnered, I drew all of them on paper, and I went to a guy and he made them all for me, and then I've made a lot of them since then myself. So it's about half and half. But yeah, all my logos and stuff like that, I've all done myself.
Might have to hit you up for some work, man. For real.
Sure, man. Yeah.
Yeah, my stuff I kind of pull from everywhere. I get people that know how to do emotes, so I have them help me out with that. I have people that know how to do stream graphics, so have them help me with that.
I saw like your opening on your YouTube. That's really nice. Did you make that, or you just had someone make that?
Which one was it?
It's like a graphic, like the triangle, and then it like fills up. And...
Oh, that is one of my old viewers. He actually designed that for me.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I started, and I've been doing other things like for my other YouTube videos. I'm trying to change it up, make it look a little different, every one of them, and I'm starting to design some stuff, but it's all on the computer. I'm not really good with the whole paper and pencil kind of drawing. And I haven't drawn enough I have a Wacom pad or whatever. I haven't drawn enough on that thing to understand how to use it properly.
Yeah. Do you draw in Photoshop?
Yes, I also draw in a program called GIMP, which is it's not horrible, but it's just not Photoshop. I mean, it's clearly it's just a free version basically.
Right. Yeah, I know GIMP. If you do get in Photoshop more, there's a program called Lazy Nuzami. It's like some student in college made it. It's like $35.
Mm-hmm.
One time you buy it, and it's like it is incredible. It like smooths out all your lines, and it's it like attaches to Photoshop.
Okay.
So if you have a hard time making like a nice straight smooth line, it's like a fucking magic trick. It's insane.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
I'll have to check that out. My big thing is like I said, drawing. In general, I just get frustrated with it. I'm like, it doesn't look good or whatever, and I'll have people help me out with it. And I mean, I've had really good results and whatnot. So I'm not like worried about that. But yeah, I mean, I like your kind of graphics because they're very cartoony, and I like the cartoony stuff. I prefer it, to be honest. I don't really like the realistic stuff. It doesn't look as good, I don't think.
Yeah. That depends on the style and the artist and stuff like that. But yeah, you can definitely appreciate art of like different, you know, styles and brands and whatever like that, and depending on the artist. Because like, do you know who like Skyhook is? Like,
yeah, I've heard. Yeah,
she makes like really great like realistic paintings and stuff like that, and that's something that I can never do. But I do like my own certain stylized cartoons that I don't know if, you know, a lot of other people do the way I do it. So it just depends on the person, I would say.
Yeah. My one piece of art that I use for some of my stuff, it was made by a streamer by the name of Malavith. She's pretty good. Like,
yeah, I know. Doesn't she work for Twitch too, or no?
I don't know if she does. I haven't watched her in a long time. The one time I had her make me something, it was really sweet, and just, I mean, it looks like me in an Assassin's Creed uniform, and I'm just like, that right there is like my favorite piece of art I've ever had someone make.
Yeah, for sure.
And but yeah, okay, so when was the first year you went to TwitchCon?
Last year's, so not this recent year, the year before that, the San Diego one. I didn't go to the first one. I went to the second and third.
How did you like San Diego's? Was it pretty damn good?
Yeah, I would say as far as like venue and stuff, it was awesome. It was really cool, and I had like the Prime Hotel. It was like right across the street, and so it was cool. I liked San Diego's a lot. Like I said, this year was probably a little bit cooler for me in general, just because you know, more people knew who I was, and I got to connect with my friends more and hang out with the community a lot more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as like the venue and just overall like place, and you know, San Diego's was probably better than Beaches.
Yeah. Now when you went last year, did you was there someone that you were like, you met and they were like, oh yeah, you're YoungWaveLord, and you were like freaking out, or was there any people that you met that you like almost starstruck by?
Well, it was really cool to meet Retro, and Retro knew who I was because, like I said, he was like the first caster I watched and stuff. And he, like I said, like he recognized me and stuff. Because he was like the first guy I really watched on Twitch, and he's like blown up, like he's like crazy huge now. Like he was getting like 100, 200 viewers on Smash, and like now he's like fucking thousands of viewers all the time. So it was really cool to see Retro. That was probably like the first dude I saw. I was like, fuck, there he is. But I don't know. I wasn't like super starstruck. I saw Dr. Disrespect this year, and I was probably,
I want to be so
love him.
Fucking mad.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. He's like, and just like even as a dude, like if you ever watched like any interviews with him or anything like that, he's just like such a good dude. Like he's an awesome dude. So I saw him this year, and I was like, there he is, and he's like, you know, he's like 6'8" or whatever. He's so tall, and so I was a little bit like sorry, but I don't know. I just feel like we're all just dudes and whatever, and I don't. It's cool to meet all you guys, but it's not like, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, and like cry or anything. But it's definitely an awesome experience to meet some of the guys you look up to.
Yeah, I met Brotato.
Brotato's awesome. Yeah, I love him.
And he like came up to me. He didn't say one word to me. He came up to me and gave me a hug and knew who I was. And I was just like, I'm like, because my brother is one of his longest sub. I think my brother is his longest sub at this point.
Oh, wow.
And I had my brother's birthday was on the 18th. When I saw him, I think it was the 20th. So I had him just do like a video for me, you know, like happy birthday to my brother or whatever. And he it was awesome. I mean, it's nice. It's humble. It's almost humbling to like see. I guess that's the right word. To see see people who are just as happy to see you as you're to see them. You know.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's pretty sweet. I freaked out a little bit when I saw Optic Hex. Like that kind of freaked me out because I didn't know what this. I've been watching his YouTube videos so long that I'm like. I met him like, hi. Like I didn't know what to say to him.
I don't know. He does YouTube up primarily, or
yeah, he runs Optic, which is the gaming company.
Oh yeah.
And him and Diesel were there doing a signing, and there wasn't many people in line, so I went through the line twice, just to see talk to him for a little bit. which is cool, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, off of streaming and school, what else do you enjoy doing, like, outside of this whole thing? Outside of just being Zach, what do you do? Like, hang out?
Yeah, I mean, I just hang out with my girlfriend and my puppy, and
What kind of puppy?
he's a Boston Terrier. He's 2 years old. He's awesome. His name's Archibald.
I
Got
love the
8 ton of
name.
energy.
I love
Yeah,
the name.
he's awesome. I got a tattoo of him right on the inside of my arm here. It's a
Oh, that
Grim
is
Reaper.
sick. He looks. Is it like a tiki? Is that what it looks like to me?
No, he's like a little Grim Reaper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I do have the from Crash Bandicoot though, if you could tell.
You're my hero.
Aku
You're my
Aku.
hero.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I just hang out, and I mean, yeah, I don't know. A lot of time goes into Twitch, like, like, you know, and I'm sure you know too. Like, there's a lot of stuff you do off stream that is going into Twitch. So if I'm not on Twitch or streaming, you know, I'll be watching Twitch or whatever, or working on graphics or something like that. But yeah, I just kick it with some of my friends and my girl and my dog. Really, I used to skate quite a bit, but I stopped. You know, over the last couple of years. Just the older you get, the harder you fall and you heal and it hurts, and so so I don't know. I just kick it basically.
How long were you a skateboarder?
Oh, since I was like a kid, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe 9-10 years old.
You know, if Twitch doesn't work out, you could just become big skateboarder.
I can't. I was never that great, so I definitely can't. But everyone always tells me to do rap if it doesn't work out, but I don't know. I just don't take it seriously. I just do it for fun. Like, my friends are like such talented like writers, and my one friend can sing his ass off and stuff like that. I just like, I don't know. I just make silly jokes, I guess.
Nah, dude. I mean, that's what people like. Little Dicky and shit. Like, that's what they do.
Yeah.
And they kill it. I mean, I could see you're at least the one video that you have pinned up on your Twitter. It was very memey. Very GIF worthy. I could see your viewers definitely taking that video and making fun of you for it. But it's sweet. Like, I've never met someone who does that kind of stuff, who does like the rap, the actual rap game. Like, I have people that I talk to through Instagram and through Twitter and whatnot that do, but to like know someone that's like, in Cleveland, like it doesn't really doesn't equate to me. But now, you said that you spit bars. Are you just off the top of your dome all the time, or do you?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you only know so many words, so I recycle some bars now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I just tell the chat to give me random words, and then I'll just like freestyle off whatever the chat is saying, and that's definitely my main like gimmick, I would say. The thing is like there's some other people who do that, and like the biggest one, his name is CDN the Third. He used to be an H1 streamer. Now he plays a lot of Fortnite.
Okay.
And recently, being on front page, we were like, You're copying CDN the Third. Why don't you just stop? And it's like, man, I've been trying to do this since before I even knew what Twitch was. But like, so yeah, I mean, there's other people who do it. It's like I'm not like the only one or anything like that. It's just like something I like to do on stream to have fun with.
Yeah. So the I want to say just off the side, when I first saw you on stream, just I forget when it was. It was a while back, but I saw you and you had your glasses on. I'm like, are those real glasses, or are those like hipster glasses?
No, 100% real. Yeah, I would never wear glasses for fashion.
I don't understand. My sister wears them for fashion. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. You can probably look up a picture. There's a picture of me, and I'm sure if I find one, I'll put it on this video of me wearing glasses as like just trying to like look cool. But after about 5 minutes, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why am I wearing these? But that first time I saw them, I'm like, those look very hipstery. I don't know if those are like supposed to be his glasses, or if he's just fucking with people and he's like, I just wear it's like your Clark Kent Superman. You put them on, you are Superman. So you are YoungWaveLord. You take them off, you're like, I'm Zach now. Fuck it, whatever.
No. I wish I didn't have to wear it. My girlfriend even thinks I look like. Don't get me wrong, my girlfriend, she says she'll compliment me all the time.
Yeah.
But if I take my glasses off, sometimes she might think I'm a little more handsome or something. So I wish I didn't have to wear my glasses all the time. No, but if I didn't need them, I wouldn't wear them.
Not a fan of contacts?
No, I hate contacts. They dry my eyes out, and just I hate them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least you can change up the style of the glasses. You know, if you don't want to wear the big ass rims, you could wear something else. Change it up.
Yeah, I have like 3 or 4 pair of glasses. I used to actually wear perfectly circle glasses,
Okay.
and I got so many ridiculous Harry Potter comments all the time. I had to change my goddamn glasses up. But yeah, I don't know. I have a bunch of different ones. I don't know, but yeah, no contacts for me. I don't like it unless I'm getting like my hair cut. Then I like having my contacts so I can see myself in the mirror.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or when I used to really like heavily work out, I'd wear contacts. But
Okay.
yeah.
Are you not much of a workout? You don't work out that much anymore? Or?
No, it's been about. I mean, I throw it in like a couple times a week if I can or something like that. But no, I used to be like fucking. I used to like live and die for that shit. Like I used to love it. But no, it's like a full-time job if you want to like try and be
Oh yeah.
insanely fit. Like I went to this like powerlifting gym.
Oh yeah.
And just like there's like dudes like deadlifting like 800, 1,000 pounds, like or not maybe 1,000, but like just ridiculous. And it's like here I am with my fucking 300 pounds and like, but it was motivating and stuff. But man, just like you have to just eat, which is hard because I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
And then you have to I don't know get to sleep like 10 hours, wake up. I don't know. I found Twitch, and Twitch is my passion since then. So
yeah, absolutely. No, I don't sleep, so that's kind of hard for me. But I work out.
Yeah.
I up till like last year around this time, I was never working out, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna change what I do. I cut out pop. I'm starting to do other things. Like I'm cutting out shit out of my life, like food and that I don't need to eat. And I also cut out a lot of alcohol. The year before that, I had done the Winking Lizard beer challenge, which was fucking fun. But I gained probably about 20 pounds in just beer.
Wow. What is the beer challenge?
So the beer challenge is you start off, you will you pay $20, you get into this exclusive club of beer challenge people, and then what you do is you get for 50 beers you get like a prize, and you get like a gift card. And then for 100 beers, you get a prize and another gift card. And then for 150 beers, you get a prize and a gift card. And at the end of the year, they give you a party. There's a party for all of the people that are over 100. And when you go, you get free food. You get as much beer as you want to drink. And it's at I want to say it was the Galleria. They shut down the entire mall. And there was like concerts there. It was really fucking sweet. It was a whole night.
Wild.
It was interesting. It was really fun. My aunt and I went and did it the whole way. It was really sweet. My brother wanted to do the beer tour, but he just kind of drank some of the beers for us. Like you could drink as long as it was on your tab. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was a good experience. I don't think I'll ever do it again.
Yeah.
I do want to say it was eye opening to what beers I don't fucking like.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know.
What do you drink when you drink?
Girly drinks, girly taste good mixed drinks. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I really like Guinness. That's about the only thing I do know.
That's cool
because it tastes like chocolate, and I love chocolate.
Okay, sure.
So if you want a beer that's like light, you just get like I don't know, wit beers. Those are like usually pretty good. The real light beers. I don't fucking like Bud Light, and then people that drink Bud Light, for me, I just can't be around them because it makes me sick.
Oh wow, yeah, that's wild. I don't know, man. The whole world.
Well, yeah. The problem is that when I was in college, I blacked out from drinking too much Bud Light. And woke up in a tub, and I don't want to do that again. And
yeah, that's fucking wild.
I've had like PTSD from it. It's like it's like freaks me out. If I get a whiff of it, it freaks me out. It makes me sick.
Yeah,
and it's like it's horrible. But yeah, I mean, I like the girly drinks. The girly drinks. At least you know that they have a decent amount of alcohol on them, and that's good.
Yeah.
You get one of them. You know, it's like it's pretty cheap. You get $8 and get a nice drink.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say you're diabetic. Is it like you have to always have an insulin pen on you? Is that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's one of these things like right here. But yeah, I'm type 1 diabetic.
Okay.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Now, how when did you find that out? Was it like randomly, or did you know since you were a kid, or what?
Yeah, it was like Valentine's Day of the 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I had like some symptoms like leading up to it or whatever. I like, like feeling like shit here and there and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But Valentine's Day, like when you're in elementary school, you get this, bag full of candy,
Mm-hmm.
and I like ripped through it as a diabetic, and my blood sugar was like almost 900, and almost put me in a coma. And
Holy crap.
so yeah, they thought I had like cancer at first, and I was in the hospital for like a week, like eating ice chips. But then they found out I was diabetic, which is obviously better than cancer, but still not ideal.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've had it since I was like about 10 years old.
Well, I mean, and since you like know like what not to do, what to do, that's good. Alcohol is definitely not the best idea for people who are diabetic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I got a guy at work that he's diabetic, and every time I see him, I've known him for 10 years. So like,
wow.
If I see him and I know that he's like having issues, I know it'd be just by looking at him. So it's like I'm like, oh yeah, you definitely go get a candy bar or like a drink or something, because you're definitely like shit,
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I could. Personally, I would be like, shit, I don't know what to do. But that's that's just me. Like if I found out today like I was diabetic, I'd be like, okay, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, I mean that's how everyone is at first. Yeah, and then everyone's like, I couldn't do it. Like, I'm afraid of needles. So it's like, well, you kind of have to do it or you're dead. So like, you got to take the shots and stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, what do you do for work?
So I move furniture.
Okay.
I've been doing it for 10 years on and off. I went to school, came back, doing that still. I'm starting to work on YouTube more. I basically had to sit down and talk with my family, saying like, listen, this is what I want to do. I don't really want to be like I was working on another degree. I already have one degree, but I want to work on another degree. That was like a year and a half ago I started doing that, and then I kind of sat down and I'm like, I don't really want to do this. I don't want to waste money on a degree that I don't think I'm going to use, and or if I do use it, it's just going to be I'm going to be miserable sitting there like grading papers, because I wanted to be a teacher, which I could probably do if I really really am like not feeling everything else. I'll come back to it, and it's not a big deal,
Yeah.
But at this point, I at least have one degree where I can step into something and another job. Basically, what I'm doing right now is just working on finding another job in the field I want to work in, and then working on the YouTube and all that stuff as my side job. And it's actually been doing pretty well. The podcasting thing I really like doing, because of the fact that people can, I want to tell people stories. Like that's, I told you in your when I sent you that email or whatever, the message or whatever, that I want to tell people stories. I want people to I want to talk to people and see what makes them tick. Like what's the reason they started doing what they're doing, why they're passionate about what they're doing, and it's and people like to hear that kind of stuff. It's
yeah, for sure.
And I feel like not everyone asks people that. They're like, oh yeah, you play games, right? But and then that's the end of the story. You know? But there's a backstory. There's a reason why you started doing it. There's your little first word was Sega. Like that's not something that every single person in the world knows, and it's something that I like to tell. Now with the Twitch thing, are you considered full time now with it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's like if full time means your only source of income, then yes. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I probably stream close to 40 hours a week. I stream every day except Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I just do school too. So I do like school and Twitch full time.
Nice. Now, have you been? I mean, I'm assuming you enjoy it, since your setup looks pretty fucking serious. It looks like you.
Yeah. Whole room for it.
And it seems like you have fun with it. That's the best part. Like,
yeah, that's the only way to do it, if you ask me. People who get too serious about it and like, I don't know, like ultimately at the end of the day, you're just playing video games with your friends, like But I don't know. It really turns me off to like when people are like super serious about it or like really like pushy about it and stuff like that. If if at the end of the day you're not having fun or doing it solely for like fun, I don't know. It's just I could like you could feel it in a stream, like
Yeah.
when people just aren't, you know, happy or doing it for fun anymore. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me.
Yeah, it becomes a thing, you know. I think that people get you know, if you're a viewer all the time, and I could tell with streamers that I used to watch a lot that, you know, just in general, like if they're not happy during a stream, I'm like, cool, so do you need to talk? Are you good? Like, are you cool?
Right.
You know, and some people don't do that. Viewers, you know, they come in, they watch, and then, you know, once the stream's over with, it's over with. But I'm like, I'm more of a personal person with that whole thing. I try to talk to people like, hey, are you doing all right? You cool? Like, do you need anything? You need anything? Let me know. Shoot me a message. I'm cool. Like, my phone is attached to my hip. Like, I'm always on it. You know, it's, I feel like people don't take that, you know, take that advantage to just say, hey, I need some help. Like, I'm not doing too well. I need to talk about it, and they just let it bottle up. And I think that's a big thing with streamers. That I was watching one of the panels. It was like mental health, and it really opened my eyes to like people. I mean, everyone has an issue, but it's just no one talks about it. You know, no one has this. They all think it's like, oh, it's just playing games, but there's a mental health to it. There's, you know,
Yeah, that's true. It's
sit in a room and talk to yourself for a little bit, tell me how it feels. Like, it just, you know, people don't realize that, you know.
yeah. There's, I mean, it's hard because like when I was like in like high school and stuff like that, like I was just like a pissed off teenager, you know, like an angsty,
Everyone was, yeah.
yeah, like getting into fights and shit like that. And
Absolutely.
it's like they say people don't change, and it's like, man, have I like done a total one? And like even my best friend, who's been, you know, he's been my best friend since I was like fucking, you know, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Like he sees it more than anybody. It's just but I mean, you're 100% right, man. Like there's a lot of people, like if you just even you could just browse your timeline.
Yeah.
People left and right just talking about how depressed they are and stuff like that, and you know how draining it is, and like people like seeing, you know, Twitch, yeah, is like a dream job or like a dream opportunity and stuff like that, but man, a lot of people get like mentally drained from it. And I am fortunate enough to where I haven't had that happen, and Twitch has actually made me a much happier person.
Yeah.
And I hope I don't ever have it happen. And I guess if I ever stop liking it, I guess I'll just stop doing it. But I haven't had anything along those lines happen to me. Twitch has definitely helped me in my mental state instead of hurt me, which you see a lot of on Twitch, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
People get too caught up in it, man. They get too caught up in the numbers and shit like that, and it sucks.
Yeah. I do want to say that people just, I really enjoy seeing people come in to just chat. Like, I don't care if you're, you know, if you're having a shit day, come and hang out and chat with us, and you know, hopefully it makes you feel better. Like, I feel like it definitely needs to be talked about more, that, you know, if people are having a bad day. And I agree with you on the whole, like, back in the day when I was in high school, I was a depressed kid. I was not in a good headspace when I was in high school. I came to college and I still kind of was in a shit headspace, and that was just, you know, who I was. And then, you know, I got out of college and I was a little bit better of a person. Then I started doing this. You know, my brother was like, hey, you should really watch some people stream. And so I think the first person I started watching was like Brotato and like the people from Main Menu. And after that, I'm like, shit, I should try to do this. And like, for me, it was a release. It was something I could do after work and blow some steam off and like just kind of chill, you know, play Rocket League and hate people on Rocket League instead of being, you know, an angry person in real life. And it worked. I mean, I'm a much happier person. Like, I can say this right now. Flying to California. I've never flown in my life. I've never stepped on a plane up until October. And stepping on that plane, I'm like, this is terrifying. This is terrifying. It took off. I was like, this is fucking horrifying. And then I got to California. We landed, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing in my entire life. It was it was like a complete 180. I thought that I was gonna have like a panic attack on the plane. And I got there and I'm like, this is amazing. I'm never gonna look back. Like, this is the best thing in the world.
Yeah, I feel that 100%. It's funny you say like talking to like about the main menu people, and you did say like when you meet people and you're like kind of in awe. Yeah, you say you like main menu. Do you know Alaskan Savage?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I love Savage. He's like probably one of my he's if not my favorite, one of my favorites for sure. Um, he did this like Sunday night thing, that year of TwitchCon the year before this one,
Mm-hmm.
and he invited like Retro and Tiger Rider
Mm-hmm.
and General Mittens was there and Elspeth, and he's just like, yo, do you just want to come kick with us in a hotel and like not party and walk around all day and just kind of have fun? I was like, yeah, dude, I guess so. And it was like an unreal experience to just like being there with like all these heavy hitters that I like look up to and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I love main menu. Main menu is like one of the coolest. You know, Retro's not on it anymore and stuff like that. But of course, you know, I still love I love Savage and you know, Casper and Morag and Elspeth and all them. So yeah, it was an insane experience for sure. Yeah.
The thing that I'm like, I don't know, I'm in awe about was just seeing people in a non-gaming aspect, like seeing them as just human beings. Like, it was just cool to see, you know, like you know, talking to some of the companies were real like, oh yeah, we're here at TwitchCon. Like, they weren't really like, but I think that the companies that were there, they were like, yeah, we're on Twitch and stuff, but they didn't really understand. The people that were actually representing the companies didn't understand what was going on there, which kind of frustrated me. I mean, they understood because they were there, but they were very out of it. I could tell. But yeah, like I don't know why I said that, but the big thing that I noticed was just the people were very you know, there was like a lot of camaraderie. The people were talking, hanging out. It was enjoyable. But
you could feel it in the air.
Like, oh yes, it was like electric. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was ridiculous, and I love that. I have to say, like the number one thing from that whole experience was just getting out of Ohio. For me, it was literally stepping on the plane, ending up in California, and going, "This isn't Ohio. This is not. Yeah. There's nothing Ohio related to this." You know, people I met were from Ohio. Yeah. Like I probably met, I don't know, 6 or 7 people I'd never talked to before, and they were like, "Oh yeah, from Ohio." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Well, everyone thinks the same thing. Get to California."
Yeah.
Do you ever think about moving out of Cleveland area or nah?
Yeah, so actually I met my girlfriend Tia on Twitch, and she lived in Houston.
Okay.
And then next thing I know, she flew up here and we were living together and you know, together, and it's been awesome, and we have our own place now.
Nice.
But our lease is up in June, and we are heavily considering moving to Austin.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, it'll yeah, I mean, it's definitely because her family would be like 2 hours away, and she misses her family a lot, and of course her friends and stuff. And Austin does have like a huge Twitch community too.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have Google Fiber, which is a huge plus for me because I love, you know, the fast internet. So yeah, Austin is definitely. Yeah, yeah. Who do you have now? Spectrum?
Yeah, of course I have Spectrum.
Yeah.
We had we upped ours finally, and it just, I mean, it's working out for us. But like back in when we first had internet, I wanted to strangle the people from Spectrum so bad. And at the time, it was Time Warner, but
yeah, right. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, if we do move, the Google Fiber will be, because I don't go outside much anyway, unless I'm going to school or grocery store or whatever, you know. So, being indoors with Google Spectrum for a stream would be great for me.
So, I noticed this, at least for con. I don't know how it worked last year, but I know this for this year. It was pretty. I mean, it was pretty massive. Do you think that at one point they're gonna end up having to have like a, you know, how they have PAX East, PAX West? Do you think they're gonna have to have Twitch West, Twitch East, Twitch? That's
a really good question. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Twitch is only growing. I mean, it was fucking flooded in there, and Twitch is getting huger by the day.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe they will do like an Eastern TwitchCon or something, which would be super tight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Either that or just get like way bigger venues. So I don't know. Because I've been last year was basically like this year for you. Last year was my first time on a plane for TwitchCon, first everything. So It was pretty surreal. And then I went to PAX East, and PAX East was super tight. That was also like, you know, sardines in a can, like walking like, you know, blood to people, like but it was cool just to, like, because Twitch had a huge booth there and a huge like place where like everyone who was involved in Twitch was around there. Well, PAX is everything. PAX is gaming industry, YouTube, you know, everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's not as like you said, like you can't feel it in the air as much. You know what I'm saying? It's more like fuck out of my way so I can go see my friends. But like, but PAX is awesome too. If they ever did do a Twitch East, though, yeah, I'd be super down for it.
Dude, we were talking about it, that they were talking about originally. For some reason, I heard this, and it was, I don't remember where I heard it from, but they had talked about doing it on East Coast, and they said there was like Boston, New York, Chicago, and like Raleigh, North Carolina. Out of those places, where do you think would be the best place to do it at?
I don't know. I would say Chicago, just because, you know, Chicago's like a 5-6 max 7-hour drive from us.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, probably realistically, I guess New York, because like New York Comic-Con is like, you know, giant.
It's massive. Yeah. I was talking to some of the other streamers I chat with, and we were talking about if they decided to ever do it like across the U.S., like, or not the U.S., across the pond, I guess, but like doing it in like England or like Italy, or where do you think would be cool? Like, if you were gonna say like just put a place, where do you think you would want to do it at?
Shit, I have no idea, man. I don't even know like where Twitch has like a giant presence. Like,
yeah,
I know they have like Twitch like buildings. I don't know how to say this. Not like headquarters, but other like Twitch locations, like in other in other countries.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I would say just Japan, because I want to go to Japan.
Oh, that would be sick. That would be sick. You can get you can get anything out of a vending machine there. Basically anything. I mean, do you want like a new cell phone? Just buy a new cell phone out of the
vending machine. Yeah.
Toss the old one. I honestly would love to go to like England or Italy. My personal, you know, but like with England, I thought it'd be cool to like you'd fly into Paris, and then from Paris, like hang out there for the day, and then just take the train to England, and then end up in England for con and take like a whole week off and do it like that.
Yeah.
You know, be able to travel a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know, man. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I like the idea of just going to England. I've never been there. It'd be pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't know if I could sit on a plane that long, but you know, who knows?
Yeah, like 20-hour flight.
I could 5 hours. I was like, my legs are cramping. Like,
yeah, dude, it's terrible.
And I'm not. I mean, you're a small dude. Like, I mean, I don't know how tall are you right now.
I'm like 6'1".
Okay, so you got the tallness thing, but like I'm like real. I'm a chunky dude. Like, I am. I'm pleasantly plump, I like to say. So I don't sitting in that plane. It was just like I felt like I was a sardine. But, But yeah,
you're tall too, though, aren't you?
I'm about 5'11". I'm not.
Okay. Yeah.
My brother's like 6'2", so he's like the giant.
Yeah.
I tried to tell him like next year he should come with me. He's like, I don't know if we should sit next to each other. I'm like, we're definitely not sitting next to each other. I'll tell you that. Like,
yeah.
We can't sit.
The person in between you guys. They'd be like,
oh yeah, they'd be if he took the window and I took the he'd be dead. And I don't know. It was fun. Last year did you go with someone, or did you go by yourself?
Last year I went by myself. My girlfriend, like I said, she had just recently moved up from Houston, and she didn't have like a ton of money, and she didn't have a flight for it or whatever, and I didn't have a ton of money to cover her. Mm-hmm. So because that's where I was originally supposed to meet her, was at TwitchCon.
Okay.
But things kind of like went like weird at her house and stuff like that, so she had to move. And then I was just like, all right, well, just come move up here, I guess. And she did. So that was cool. Yeah. But so yeah, I went by myself last year, and then this year we both went.
That's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you go solo this year?
Yeah, I went solo this year, and next year I'm gonna go with my buddy Scott, who we met there. Like him and I, he only lives probably about 15 minutes away from me. So this year we're gonna go. Or this coming up year, him and I are gonna go and probably get a room together.
That's cool.
I might get a room with a couple other people from Ohio, but nothing crazy. I enjoy it. I'm like the place that I stayed at was like right on the water. It was super cool. I got an entire place, like an entire house to myself, basically. And the lady was doing renovations, so she gave me money back. Like she's like, yeah, here's like $100 back or whatever. She's like, you're not using the whole place, so just here's like $100 back. And I was like, whoa, okay, that's drinking, that's drinking money. I put that in my pocket.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Okay, I'll give you 2 more things, and I'll probably get you out of here. Sounds like,
no problem.
Sounds like your cough's getting
I'm out of water, so yeah.
yeah. Okay, so 2 things. The first thing is, what do you think could be changed for con for next year that could possibly improve it?
Definitely, you need internet there. 100%. All of these people rely on internet to see their friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, just not going through security 2 different times to go to 2 different places. That was like super whack.
Yeah. Did you go to the party?
Yeah, I went to the Twitch party. I didn't have to wait in that ridiculous line.
Yeah.
But I heard the line was ridiculous. I heard it like a mile long.
I didn't go to the party. I went to the Dubliner across the street and got drunk as shit. It was awesome. It was pretty sweet. There was a bunch of streamers that were like, "Oh, we're not going to the party. Where do we go?" And we're like, "Just come to the Dubliner." So we had like 10 or 15 like partner streamers that just came through, and I'm like, cool. Like it was like Austin Marie was there, John Sandman, a bunch of people, and we got all got blitzed, and it was pretty sweet. Drank with John Sandman's dad, and he was pretty cool dude.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
And what was I gonna say? The other question I got for you real quick is what do you see yourself doing for Twitch in the next year or so? Do you see yourself getting more heavily involved with like the company Twitch, or do you see yourself just hanging as a partner? Do you see yourself like trying to dip your hand into the like the business side of Twitch itself?
Well, I've talked about this on my stream quite a bit. I had aspirations to work for Twitch, like eventually. In the next year, I don't know, because I love streaming so much, and if you go and work for Twitch, you obviously maybe can't stream as much.
Absolutely.
And I love my community, and I get enough support to get by doing it, and it's incredible. And I think if you could do anything that you're happy doing, even if you're scraping by, you should do it. I don't know, because my health insurance, I'm on my dad's health insurance, and next year I won't be. So health insurance is a big part of it. So we'll see, how much money I'm shelling out for medicine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely don't see myself stopping stream anytime soon. I love streaming so much. Eventually, maybe I'll go work for Twitch and maybe for something for graphics or community or whatever it may be. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, man. I'm happy doing it, and it's working out. So
yeah, it looks like you're doing a pretty damn good job with it too.
Thanks, brother.
To be honest with you. So the last thing I'll get you out of here is what do you want to ask people out there who watch this or listen to this on podcasts? Because usually I have it on SoundCloud and on iTunes and also on YouTube. What do you want to ask people out there that you would like to know from your viewers or the viewers of the video?
How bad was my cough? No. I don't know. I don't know if I have any direct questions for any people just listening. I would just say, if you guys want to talk about anything to either you or me, I think both of our DMs are open and stuff like that.
Yep.
But no, man, I don't have anything in particular.
Cool.
What makes you happy?
I like it. I like that. That's a good question.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pop up all your information at the end. If you want to shout yourself out, you want to chat about, you just throw out your shit real quick, and then I'll get you out of here.
Yeah, it's just twitch.tv/wavy, WAVY. And then my Twitter's Wavy on Twitch. And that's it, man.
Cool. Well, thank you so damn much.
Thank you, dude. It was fun.
And next year, hopefully, we run into each other and I can.
We definitely will. Do you do any of the Twitch Ohio stuff?
Yeah, I do. I didn't go to the last one because it had been so close to con. But when they do it in Cleveland again, I'm going to talk to Gage.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you there then, too.
Yeah, we'll definitely hang out then. All right?
Sure, brother.
All right, then. Thank you so much again for coming by. I really do appreciate it.
My pleasure, man.
So, all right. I will see you later.
All right, see you, man.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too, brother.
All right, bye-bye. What's up, everybody? If you guys enjoyed that amazing podcast with Wavy, make sure to hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. And if you guys really liked it, hit that subscribe button. And you will be hitting that subscribe button for some amazing content coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to listen to this podcast or future podcasts, check them out on SoundCloud and iTunes as well. There'll be some videos in the end card. Check those out as well. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys enjoy some more amazing content. Peace out.